Hello. So today I am doing some pot replacements for a Drummer 1960. It's a sound mixer, professional. It's a rack mount system. Person that owns this said that these have been really scratchy and he would want them replaced rather than just cleaned. So that's what we're doing here today. Gonna replace these. I've already done one board, so just kind of a light video to show you how some light soldering is done. Pretty easy stuff. I'm gonna start off by getting this board off. So you have to unsolder all these points here for these guys. These two smaller pots are on the main board, so just a lot easier if you take it all off. So here we go. We're free! Hooray! Okay, so that's out of the way. I'm going to replace these two pots. They're both 22 kilobyte resistor. Kilobyte. Stupid. So we need to find these two right here. They're brand newies. So they're going to go there. So I got to desolder these guys. Just making sure I'm recording because that would be horrible. Looks like it should come off. Just like that. Gonna put the new ones over there just so I don't get them confused. Come over here and do this one. Right. So, like I said before, obviously there's some residual solder. And at some point it'll just give up and give in. And we can get this off. This one's going to be tricky. Not that one. I think that was the one. And that one. Possibly that one. Let's try that. And there we go. It's old. Now, what I usually like to do before I actually put anything new on it, so I like to clean the board up. Let's get rid of the old flux. Just like everything to be nice, new, and clean. Like so. Do the same thing over here. And you'll notice that I'm now recording with sound as opposed to recording with no sound and then doing a voiceover later. I've got a lapel microphone, and I've always had the webcam, but I've just never really used it, but I'm going to now. So now this can go on. This is a new one. Just press that on firmly. All the legs go through, like so. I'm going to go ahead and solder this. Now, let me see if I can kind of get some zoomage here. I'll show you my soldering here. Very good. Nice joints. Look like a nice little volcano. Not a big blob. Look good. So that's one done. We'll pop the other one in here. Just like that. When you're pushing something into a board and it's, well, through a hole, you just want to be careful that you don't bind up against. That's why you want to have your holes as clean as possible, just so that you don't bind against an old piece of solder and end up lifting the trace, because then you end up having more problems, and obviously that's not good. Do a little visual check here. Nope, look pretty good. Let me get that one in the middle just a little bit more. Let's see here. Good. 2 new pots. On. So that's that for that board. Now we get into this one. This one's kind of fun. Just zoom back out here. There we go. So this one here, these pots, or switches actually, they have a little clip inside them. Let me get something to point with here. Now I didn't know this because I've never worked with these types of switches before, but you'll see. Let me just zoom in again. I'm gonna have some focusing problems here. There we go. Yeah, you'll see that there's numbers all the way around it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so forth. So what that indicates is how many positions are in the switch. So if you want, this is a 6 position switch. So the pin is in number 6. If it was an 8, you'd put the pin in number 8, and it would open up another additional 2 spots for the switch. So that's how those work. I did not know that, but now I do. So what I like about this job is that you learn something new every day. Block that. Because nobody needs to see my ceiling. Actually, I didn't really have to take. I need that piece though. That's what I need. Take this off. It's like a support piece. Oh, that LED is not happy. All right. And all these came out now. That's okay, because the new ones come with the new pins. And that was probably binding, so it's not coming out. Also, with this whole unit, it needs to be, some caps need to be replaced. Some of the caps are really bulgy. Like, look at that one. Alright, so let's remove this one here. See how leaving the heat on it for a little bit longer cleaned that one out? And apparently this was in for service before. Hang on. Yeah, this unit was in for service before, and the last person that did the service on it just used generic pots, and it didn't, the knobs were all like out of position. It didn't look good. So I'm not sure if he touched up the solder joints on all these switches and knobs and stuff, but and pots rather, but they're very fluxy everywhere. It smells like vintage flux from the 1980s. And again, we're faced with the same challenges before. Some pins just don't feel like coming out, so I just give them a little bit of a gentle nudge in one direction, because again, if you go back into the board, you risk lifting a trace, which is obviously not good. Another thing you can do is this. Just take it and give it a push. See? like that. And there you go. Old switches out. I'm going to keep all my old switches in a pile here, so I got to make sure that I get the right one. So it's this with those two out. See what I can find. Okay, back to soldering. I'm going to need more solder. Sure that's all the way in. Here it is. And solder the two middle pins. So, probably get another one in before I have to get more solder. Time for more solder. Seeing how I'm working on my desk today, I don't have to snip the roll. Just keep the whole roll up here. Just going to top that one up a little bit. And there we go. That is that one done. You guys can see. Sorry about that. And just like that, old switch comes off. It's really not all that dirty there, so that's okay. Go ahead and put this one on. One little pin that's not cooperating here. So this is where I was talking about. You don't want it to bind too much because then you'll have problems. Let's bend that one just into place a little bit. Go, perfect. Go back to soldering this one. And what we'll do is we'll just push it from the bottom and then resolder it just to make sure that it is nice and tight up against the board. And then we just go ahead and go around. just take a little look-see at that. Looks okay. Yep, looks good. So yeah, with this one here, it's a 3-pole, and the only other one I have left is not a 3-pole, it's a 4-pole. And even if I snip the legs, it wouldn't work, so that's not going to work. But what we can do before I end this video is I can just say, where's this thing here? This one here. This pot here, let's zoom back out. Pot there, and get rid of this. That is for the mic gain. Again, we'll go back to the monitor. There we go, now you can see. Just like that. Like that. We're just going to give it a little push down here. Little push down, just to make sure it's nice and taut, snug against the board. Get that piece of crud off my solder. Beautiful. Maybe a little bit too much. Beautiful. Beautiful. And beautiful. So at this point in time, I'd like to thank Drummer for sending out the wrong switch. That's great. So I'll have to figure out what to do with that. And then, yeah, you can see these caps. Look at these caps here. You can see how swollen they are. Just a little swollen, and actually, even under them, there's one on the other board that's really bad. I'll show it to you on this board here. You can actually see it's already corroding. Look at that. Right in there. It is not good. Yeah, you can see that there. Even on this one here. Not good. So these caps have had it. I'll have to replace them. But that's it for this video. It was kind of a random video. Actually, I'm just really testing the webcam and the microphone. So I think it works. I'm going to see how it sounds. Put it all together into a little video of showing how I just solder and just doing these switches and stuff like that. So yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.